Welcome everyone to a new tournament and the beginning of a new series, the Ingosh Cinematic Universe. This is the first tournament of these kinds of tournaments, where we'll be seeing the Algodoo Marble Rally, a Marble Rally type season done in this 2D platform Algodoo. You see here, you're kind of previewing the first track right now. There will be 8 races this season with 20 marbles competing. Eventually we'll see one crown champion. Here's your season 1 roster. We have some marbles that are coming from Marble Machine Mania: Whitey, Supernova, Sting, Flame, Comets, many more down there. Also some brand new marbles, never seen before: Dottie, Hearts, Woody up there, as well as them all competing in this tournament. One will be crown champion, and we'll be seeing, hopefully, an intense season over the course of these races. And there you see. Here's your race 1 lineup in order there. Dragon, kind of in that P1 spot. And off we officially go in the I.C.U. Season 1. To start off the first race, Current has the lead right now, as he's losing it though to Soul, Explosion. Horizon is there as well. Comet, Naomi, and Whitey are trying to get up there. 2 Dragons just made up a couple spots we see up there. Current though, right now holding a maintained lead, I think, at least on screens. Some marbles might have gone very ahead. Horizon now takes it back over every marble. Naomi, trying to make moves on Horizon, isn't able to, still maintain second, though. Soul is up there. In third, I think, just fumbled a little bit. Still in third, actually. I just see Explosion, Whitey is still up there. Marbles like Woody just had a big drop there that sent him back, actually. Naomi, though, still up front, but we see Electric as well, too. So up there the mid pack as well. Electric and Explosion. It's a big battle between them right now. Probably Dottie up there as well. I think Naomi, who was it? Yeah, Naomi actually is the leader right now. Was completely off screen the whole time. Naomi, Explosion, and Dottie looking to be this round's podium. We see up there, I think, Supernova and Explosion. Soul as well up there. Current making some spots back up there. Up to 4th right now. Just, I think, overtook Soul for 3rd. You see down there Horizon. What happened to him? I think we just saw him near the back of the field there. But Naomi, Electric, Current had to move up there. Velocit, Dottie up to 3rd. Explosion. Oh, coming through this major section where you could absolutely ruin your run right there. Prove that you could go straight or take the long route of turns as we go over there. See that split there. Tide, Sting had a big battle there, I think. Pride and Dottie. Pride just moved up a few spots, I think, after that pretty game-changing section where they were splitting S. Naomi, oh, stuck on the course. That might have just been it for Naomi. Soul and Explosion right now, I think, hold the top 2, especially with Naomi gone. Dottie and Pride there also closing in to maybe make a podium for this race. Naomi actually gets unstuck, but is still very back behind the field. Soul makes a great move over the entire field, actually, and gets above marbles like Dottie and Pride, trying to move up for a podium. Electric there in 5th, trying to make over Explosion for 4th. Right now, Dottie and Pride are fighting for that 2nd spot with Soul in a demanding lead, as Pride just had a good shot there overtaking Dottie. This split section definitely could change depending on what route you take. Dottie actually overtakes Soul with it, as I believe we're nearing the end of this course. Marbles like Whitey trying to maybe get up there for a podium. Soul and Dottie have a big battle right now. Could change the winner of this race. Pride in a good lead for 3rd. Not leading the race, though. Soul, though, I think we're nearing the final couple turns of the track, right ahead of Dottie. Soul going through. Dottie just on the tail trying to catch up, but Soul down from the finish line. Soul will win the first race of the Ingosh Cinematic Universe. Dottie, Pride, Explosion, Electric finishing the top 5. Whitey in 6th. Dragon. There's Tide, Woody, Moss, Supernova, Lemon, Sting, Flame, Naomi, Sting. One of the greatest Marble Mania marbles, finishing 13th. As Heart is the last finisher, but yeah, 4 marbles get stuck this round. Current, who was leading this at one point, I think Horizon was too. Comet and Cloud also get stuck there. But that is your race 1 results. What an intense race that was. Saw many marbles with a shot at the lead, but ended up being Soul, who ended up getting the gold. Dottie and Pride rounding out that podium. That is a good start to the season. Good start to the season for all those marbles. Soul, a 3-point lead after winning that race. You see the points numbers is a bit different. Finishing the race, by the way, you're guaranteed a points. DNFs, though, see there, will not grant you anything. As there you see, after one race, it's already looking to be pretty intense, especially seeing these races. But we will be seeing you in the second race of the I.C.U. After the first race of this so far seeming to be pretty intense tournament, the Algodoo Marble Rally moves on to the second race. As we see here, this different color track. This one's a bit more blue-ish with so far just kind of seem to be a bit of this kind of drop straight track. But I think, if I'm right, if I've seen this track, yes, there's a bit some crazier obstacles in this one. But after the chaos of the first race, we have many hopes for some of these marbles. Soul, Dottie, and Pride, the podium from the first race, if they can live up in their second. Explosion, Electric, Whitey, Dragon Tide also were up there in the first race. 4 models of Current, Comet, Horizon, and Cloud. Nothing in the first race as they all DNF'd. As going into the second race, we're going to be wanting more. Hopefully give themselves a name in the stand. As you see the lineup there for race 2. As we get ready, and off we go. You see starting out this race, Flame gives the lead, but now Dragon, Moss up there as well. It's a big top 3 battle right now. Whitey up there in race 1 is going to be up here in race 2. Dottie as well is up there in race 1. We see Heart up there as well in this race. Lemon, we see there in 4th, now up to 3rd. Flame in a great lead right now. Bounces around a bit though. Moss, a major shortcut for oh, Flame stuck. Oh wow, Flame from the lead all the way to stuck and what could have ended a low result. Moss though, an amazing lead for them. Dragon, Dottie could give himself a second podium. Tide we also see up there. Woody up in second as well. Now up in the lead. You see there in the midfield as well. But Woody in the lead, Tide, Dottie, and Moss. Now Cloud, a DNF in the first race, shows Comet up there, another DNF. Cloud gets stuck again. I think just got set 3 though, but it's going to drop Cloud a couple spots. Dottie and Whitey in the big battle for the lead right now. Dragon now up there. Dottie, I think, though, has the lead. No. Dragon, Heart, Tide. Oh my goodness, the lead is changing second by second in this race. Tide has it for now, though, as Heart in second, keeping that. Dragon up in 3rd. Dragon the podium will be good for that marble. Dottie in 4th, though, can gain that. Dragon up to 2nd right now, actually. As, oh, Heart makes a good move over Dragon, but Dragon takes 2nd place back. What can we see here? Going into, I think, the final turns of this course, probably Sting up there. Dottie making 3rd. Dragon is stuck. Oh my goodness. Dragon might have just choked it. Pride, a podium in the last race, in 4th as well. Tide still keeping up the lead. Heart, Dottie, Pride. Oh, Explosion just made his way up to 3rd. Moss also up there. Oh, we get to the finish line. Tide, Heart, and Dottie make the top 3 in this race. Sting, Moss, Explosion right in the top 6. Electric, surprise move up there to 8th. Dottie, oh, a big, oh, Cloud just lost a couple spots right there. Yeesh. As you see, Cloud, Horizon, both DNFs from the first race. Current, a DNF from the first race, now finishing up. All those marbles, they all finished very low as well. But still 2 marbles DNF'd. Comet, oh, Comet, DNF in the first race, and Soul the winner of the first race. That's pretty tragic for both of them. But Dottie, I think, is a big name here. Podium in the first race, and is podium for the 2nd time in a row now. Pride was sitting up there in 4th, coming into the final turns of a race, but all of a sudden dropped to 15th. As we see, there's no podium eligible for this race. Dottie, though, keeps the lead in the overall. Not really keeps it, just took it. But Tide making his way to 2nd after that gold. Explosion in 3rd. Somehow with no medals, though. Soul, a 20 and a 0. Keeps Soul, though, in 4th. Electric, no medals in 5th. Heart just got themselves a silver in 6th. So I see down there, Comet, 2 DNFs, no points so far. Horizon and Current as well, no points for them either. Glad though still maintaining some Flame, also not too good. Well, that's it for race 2. We're seeing you in the next one. After we are a quarter way through this season, we head on to race 3, a black and white track. We continue on in the Algodoo Marble Rally first tournament of the I.C.U. as this track is pretty straightforward. It is black and white, but there also, you see there's some little tunnels there that don't really change the course at all, but maybe might change how you view it. We're 2 races in the season so far. Dottie, after taking 2 medals, takes the lead overall, tied after winning the last race, moves him up to second. Explosion up in third, and other marbles up there that have so far been performing really well. Marbles down there, like Cloud, Horizon, Current, and Comet, all DNF'd in the first race, and Comet even DNF'd in the second one. They're going to need some good finishes to get themselves up there. That is see your race 3 lineup there in order. Row to row, and off we go. Cloud, one of those down there marbles in the standings, takes the lead after the first couple turns. Dottie yet again up there right now in 4th, down a couple spots actually. Tied, winner of the second race, already up there in the 3rd. Dottie again back up front. We see there, I think, Sting, Explosion, who's also up there in the standings. Current's not, but would help a lot. Cloud taking the dominant lead here over after this first part of the course. Current trying to take it over in second as we go through that second 100. I think there's a total of 3 in this course, but it'll be a while before it's from one. Naomi makes a sudden move up there into, I think, second place. Hart there, we see there in third. I think Hart just came off of a silver in race 2. Another silver would be really good for them. Woody, a so far medalist marble, I think up there in 4th right now. He has Cloud and Naomi, the big top 2 battle here. Oh, Cloud! Cloud is stuck on the course. That is awful for him. Looks like he got stuck in the first one. That is tragic for Cloud. Hart now in second. Current and Woody battling for third. Naomi down there in 5th, trying to get an outside shot there and maybe a podium in this race. Woody overtakes second there. Lemon, I think, just went a good amount of spots. Soul, your winner of the first race up there as well. Naomi maintaining a real good lead here. Pride, a past medalist. I think it was in race 1 where Pride medaled. As Naomi, Hart through this very low visibility tunnel. Oh, Lemon was there up there in second, now stuck as well. This is a lot of DNS we're seeing. Soul, as I see that, oh, Soul gets set free at least. Naomi and Hart, though, the top 2 right now. Hart has the lead. Naomi, though, battling it a lot. Woody, we also see there up in... No, Pride takes back third. Now, it was near the finish line. Naomi and Hart take the top 2. Pride and Comet round out the top 4. Comet pretty randomly got up there. Soul, Current, Woody, who's actually up there nearing the podium. We see there tied, your race 2 winner in 13th. Whitey Dottie, Flame, Current. As you see there, Lemon also stuck. We also saw Cloud there stuck, and also Moss apparently stuck. It was in a tunnel as well. That is pretty tragic. As we see there, Naomi, Hart, and Pride. Hart, their second medal of the season, a second silver, and so is Pride getting their second bronze. But Naomi, a new medalist to this tournament, up there with the gold in this race. Hart and Pride proud there to stand on the podium yet again. What was due to the standings, as we see Hart actually surprisingly takes the lead after Dottie's tragic finish today. Actually, it was a 1 point. That's crazy. Dottie still down to second though, 6 points ahead of the 3rd place Soul. Pride 2 bronzes, not enough really though. We're gonna keep Pride up in 6th. You see down there, Cloud 2 DNFs already. Comet with the 4th place in this race jumps up to 15th. Cloud there's still some pretty tragic numbers. As we also see past medalist Naomi winning this race jumps up to 7th as well. But that is going to be it for the time of this race. We'll be seeing you near the halfway point of this race in race 4. Welcome everyone to the 4th race of the Algodoo Marble Rally. This track kind of a bit more back to the basics of the kind of structured Algodoo in the first place. This race, this track yet again, you see it's more of a just straightforward track actually so far as we're seeing, but the season so far been very intense with a very tight standings to unpack. As we see, yes, Hart takes the lead after what was race 3. Dottie and Soul still trying to get up there right in the overall podium spots right now, tied. Explosion, etc. You see him going down there. Cloud, 2-point season so far. It is not good for him. As we're going into this race, It's looking like an intense championship with still anyone really at a shot at winning, as we're not even halfway through the season so far. Again, they're still seeing down this race. This track pretty, again, as I said, like straightforward. As you see, there's the lineup for this race, and off we go. As you see there, I think Lemon starts us off in the lead. Comet all of a sudden takes it back. Comet, a pretty bad first couple races. Got it back up in race 3, though, with a 4th place finish. Whitey now taking the lead. Whitey, it's not been the greatest season. Dottie, after a tragic race 3, this is going to be a good comeback for Dottie. As you see there, kind of a crazy mid-pack. Tide, one of the marbles up there in the standings, in 2nd place right now. That's looking crazy. Lemon up there in 2nd. Whitey still in a crazy lead right now. Can't even see him on the screen, I think. Tide still up there, though. Maybe there was no marbles up ahead. I don't know what would have happened to Whitey, if anything. And no, Whitey is actually still up there. What a great lead he had. But now Tide just comes in and swoops it out of Whitey's hands. Whitey now in 2nd, challenging a hole over midfield. Tide in a humongous lead, maybe even bigger than what was Whitey's. Sting makes a surprise move up to 3rd. Dragon Current as well up there. Lemon dropping a few spots from where it was at 2nd. Now all of a sudden goes back up to, I think, 3rd. This is a very intense race right now. Tide, though, still keeping it steady and keeping the lead. As it's right now, Tide, Dragon, and Lemon in the top 3. As Dragon, all of a sudden off screen, took the lead over Tide. Comet, all of a sudden, and Sting jumps up there. Whitey still up there in 3rd, which was the lead for him. Tide, all of a sudden, just drops into nothing, I think. The Comet with an amazing lead right now. We see Dragon up there, what was Current. Comet going for the finish line, and Comet, after a 4th place finish, is going to win race 4. Sting, Dragon, and Current round out the top 4. Whitey, Tide finishes back up in 6th. What are we seeing here? Pride, Moss finishing up. Naomi, that was a clean finish there. Explosion, Woody, a couple marbles a little bit jammed there. In the 4, okay, Electric finishes up. Soul finishes. Dottie we're going to be seeing. So they played in Supernova. Bit of a weird end there, but Heart finishes in 17th, and I don't see any marbles up there. Lemon got stuck. Cloud, another DNF for him, and Horizon also gets stuck there as well. Very tragic for all those marbles, but that was race 4. Comets, after a very tragic beginning to the season, gets a 4th place and a gold. That's going to help him a lot in the standings. Sting, first medal of the season for him. That is 2nd, and Dragon, a bronze for Dragon, actually. It's his first medal, I believe. As what does this change the standings? Where will Comet go up to? Comet's really only up to 9th right now, as again, those first 2 races did happen. Tide actually takes the lead after this race, with all the other marbles kind of dropping here and there. Heart was the leader, now down to 4th. Pride we see there up in 3rd. Still Sting with a surprise silver jumps up to 2nd, though in a tie with Pride. As Tide again in the lead down there. Cloud in the first 4 races is not getting 2 points. Flame somehow has finished every race but only has 5 points right now. As it's still looking really close. In a striking distance is the entire top 15. As that's it for the first half, we'll be seeing you next for race 5. Welcome everyone to the second half of this Algodoo Marble Rally season, as we start us off with race 5, this green track that is told to have a lot of twists and turns along to it and seems to be more intense than we have seen in these past races. But as you've seen in this first half, anything can happen in any moment. As right now, it is a big spread in the overall standings right now. I think around the top 15 are in striking distance to possibly take the lead. After this event, it is looking intense, as you see Tide there. A 3-point lead, but as 20 points gives you a win in this tournament, the top 15 technically have a chance to take the lead after this event. Still a close standing right there, but you see there, down in the standings, Cloud, 2 points, but Tide, Sting, Pride, Heart, Explosion, any of those marbles really have a shot at overtaking the lead in this season. Heart starts off kind of in that P1 position in this race, as we are now off. Starting us off, I think that's Explosion, one of the good marbles up there in contention for the lead, up there in front. So is Pride, Comet, Lemon makes his move up there into third place as Comet has the lead. This could be a back-to-back win for Comet. As a bad beginning, but is coming up a lot in these past couple races. Comet in the lead and is kind of keeping it that way. Explosion, Pride, Lemon, Current also making some moves up there and right now fourth. And you see they're tied. Cloud, Marble who needs these points up there as well, as we're kind of getting a bit shaky here. I think Lemon right now has the lead so far. Current up there in second. Explosion also kind of making his way up there. That's a big battle between the top four right now. It's Lemon and Common in this pretty speedy track. Cameras even having trouble keeping up. Cloud had made his move up there into fourth at one point, but dropped down a little bit more. Whitey Flame also up there. Flame has had a pretty depressing season so far. Finished in every race, but his best finish was 14th. As we see, it's still a chaotic run here. Horizon also making his move into the top four. Current, though, a massive lead right now. Lemon making his way up there into the front. Comet and Current in this bouncy, speedy track. It's everything so far. Trying to make a move. Lemon! Oh! Lemon is stuck. Gets set free, but just dropped 4 positions because of that. Jeez. It is Flame up top right now. After all of that, Flame needs something here in this tournament. Lemon, though, making his way already back up to 5th. Pretty cool for that. You see here, Comet's still, Comet's had a big race there for third, but Flame in a league of his own right now, up in the front. Current, Comet's up there still as well. Tide and Lemon. You see up there in the midfield as well, some other marbles. Cloud, as we saw up there for a minute. Oh, Tide, just we come back, Tide just immediately is just kind of stranded there. But as you see right now, Comet has taken back the lead over Flame. But now Flame, challenging for the lead. Flame takes it back. Tide up in third as well. Current, also their Tide now takes second. Might win their second race of the season. Tide now up front. You see Comet. Comet makes a move there over Current. As we're near the finish line of this course. Flame wins. Tide gets second. Oh, Current and Lemon just stole a finish from Comet. Comet moves down to 5th at the end of that. Flame, though, great for him. You see someone else up there. Whitey was up there for a minute. And Explosion down to 14, 15. Pride 16th. Soul, there's Sting. And actually, everyone finishes this race. That's pretty surprising. We get to have that all season. We've had at least 2 DNFs every race so far. But Flame, after a tragic first half, starts the second half with a win. Tide, who I think was leading the standings coming into this race, gets second, and that's going to definitely help Tide a lot. And Current's getting their first medal of the season in third. There you see the podium there. We also saw Lemon there get 4th. What will we see in the overall standings because of this? I think it's pretty obvious to say who's leading. Yes, Tide. A 15-point lead now, and knowing this tournament, 15 points that's a lot. Comet actually makes a surprise move up to second wasn't last after race 2 in 3 races, jumps up to second. Hearts makes their way up to third. I think Heart was around 4th prior. Sting down to 4th, Pride in 5th. You see down there Cloud actually gets 6th in this race, moves up, only still in last, but still 2 points back there. That is it for this race 5. We'll be seeing you soon for the 6th race of this tournament. After some more bland tracks, we are moving on to race 6 of this season of the I.C.U. What has been said to be a long and crazy track for this season. You see we're starting out some crazy curves. And then, yeah, we have a big feature of this big X, which is definitely trying to shake up the field here. And we see some also like minor trackers overall switches here. As again, this season so far is still really close between every marble. As we see here, yeah, the standings. Tide is only marble far away from everyone at a 15-point lead over Comet, who's in second with 43 points. I see Heart, Sting, Pride moving all the way down. Cloud even is now kind of bumped up into the field now. Horizon and Cloud, they're 2 marbles kind of down there a lot, though, as it is still turning up to be a very intense season going near the end of it. As you see here, here's the lineup for race 6. They're high elevated up there, and well, here, off we go. As you see here, we start off with Woody takes the lead in this race. Explosion, Comet up there probably for another medal, but Comet needs a silver if they want to take the lead right now in these standings. You see here, Whitey moving up there right now up in second, but Woody still maintains the lead. This is a very fast beginning to the track, it looks like. As going into this big X, the only time you will be seeing this, Woody, I think, still has the lead. Some marbles going in the middle. I think that's Explosion, I think, going up there. But I think coming out of that, Whitey ends up taking the lead. Pride, Soul, Woody, I think, fell to 4th, but now is not even able to be seen on screen. There's Woody moving up into 4th, hitting Soul. As you see, Pride actually now has the lead up on top. I think we just saw Tide up there. But now Whitey makes a sudden move up there. Hart, another big championship contender, is to be seen up there. Electric, it kind of blends into the back, but Electric up there, I think, in 5th. Cloud wanting another good finish up there in 6th. As we see, it's still a big lead by Whitey right now. Pride, there's Woody. Moss, Electric, actually, still barely see him. He's in 4th right now. As we keep moving down into this course, I think we're nearing one of the end sectors of it. Whitey up in front. This is a very distant track. These marbles have wide gaps between each other, but it is also a very fast one. That part could have changed marbles' entire runs. Woody got stuck there for a second. I think just got set free though. But now Pride we see up there. Moss as Electric. You can barely see him. Hart. And now Whitey though, after all of this, still is leading this race. Pride though in 2nd. As I think we're nearing the final little sector of this course. Whitey, in his way up in the lead. Pride up there in 2nd, but now losing a bit of ground. There's Moss, Hart, Electric, Soul, all up there to possibly take that 2nd place spot. But I don't think anyone's going to take Whitey. Coming to the finish line, Whitey will win race 6. Moss makes a move over Pride there at the very end to take 2nd. Pride still makes 3rd. Electric ends up getting 4th. Hart, there's Soul, Flame finishing up tied or championship leader in 8th. That I think guarantees him keeping the lead, but many marbles, I can't even count that, make their way near the end. Is that Horizon finishing up as we end out this race? I think there's still a couple marbles stuck. Horizon, oh, Dottie, they're stuck. Oh, look, Current. See there, Current. I think there's another marble slot that's empty. Current, you saw that gets stuck there, but apparently Lemon is still running the course. Very interesting to see there. Lemon, if they finish, that's, I guess, an extra point for them. Misses the places Kern and Dottie got stuck in. They were speeding this up. Lemon keeping up this, yep, good run. And, well, Lemon must have kind of really struggled there in the earlier parts of this course. Lemon still ends up finishing, but Whitey, after a pretty not perfect season, had some flaws in it, gets a gold here. Moss, I think that's Moss's 1st medal of the season, and Pride already had a bit of a bronze streak going, and this might just be Pride's 3rd, and that'll definitely help Pride in the overall standings. And as Pride was also really up there. But Whitey, again, a great day for him, standing on top of the podium. Whitey in 6th after that gold. Tied, still keeping the lead, now 13 points over what is now Hart, who takes 2nd over Pride. Moss surprisingly moves up to 4th with only that silver to their medal chart. As you see here now, Cloud actually overtakes Horizon for last place for that battle everyone was looking. Comet was in 2nd, falls down to 5th. Looking at some statistics, every marble is still eligible to make top 3 by the end of this season. We see down at the top 4 don't have enough points to have a shot at winning the season. Supernova, Lemon, Cloud, and Horizon, their season not eligible to be won yet. But it's still looking a bit tight up there as we only have 2 races left in this season. We'll be seeing you for race 7. Welcome everyone, we only have 2 races left in this Algodoo Marble Rally season as we go here to race 7, this lavender purple track. As we see holding it down, it is looking to be an intense race for this penultimate part of the season, as we're already seeing some marbles unable to even mathematically win the championship, and Tide right now looks to be the marble in the best chances to win the season. As we see here, this track, a very, I feel like a pretty cool looking split there. We see this track, it's very twisty-turvy in this kind of one-way street. Tied in a 13-point lead, but of many marbles very close to each other up there in the top of the standings. The entire top 5 are only 5 points away from each other. As we see there, it's, again, very intense right now. The bottom 4 can't win it anymore. But marbles like Flame, they're in 16th overall. They could still win the season if they get there's things straight in these final couple races. As we are already off in this race, speaking of Flame, they're already starting off in the top 5. Electric starts off the race in the lead. Soul, winner of the first race, has not done much since. Up there in second right now. Whitey, is that Whitey or is that Dottie? Actually, I think that's Dottie, but Supernova, actually, what Supernova? No, it's not even Supernova, it's Woody. I don't think I'm blind or something. Supernova actually gets up in the lead now. Oh my goodness, I've missed so many stuff. Woody, Electric, and Supernova look to be the top 3 right now. I think Flame back up there. Dragon, Dottie, Soul. Dottie has not done much since like race 2 actually. Flame, Woody, Electric, Explosion, I think, actually moving up there into what looks to be 4th. As it's pretty intense so far as we go into this first split of the track. Flame, I think, is right now up front. And it looks like Flame, yes, up front. Woody in second, but as we've seen, Woody can take a good lead and lose it pretty quickly as we've seen past races. Oh, Heart! No, okay, that was apparently a marvel. Looking at a difficulty with the track that we saw, not Heart. It looked a lot like it, though. Jeez. Flame. I think this. Oh, look at that. Horizon. Last place in the standings right now. Horizon in second place. Moss just got a medal in the last race and is 4th overall right now in 3rd. As Flame in Horizon take the top 2. Moss up in 3rd. No one taking that left path, which is proceeding significantly faster. Lemon, though, does take it, and Electric actually takes it and moves up to 3rd because of it. Flame still keeping a very big lead right now over Horizon. I think that we saw Moss or Electric. I think either way they're both battling for 3rd place in this race right now, with Flame and Horizon a great distance of the top 2 between them. Electric and Moss up there in 3rd and 4th. Combined. Oh, Electric got stuck for a minute, stumbles, and Moss now takes up 3rd. Horizon, looky there. Horizon is trying to catch up to Flame to possibly get a gold for them, as Flame already has one. This will be Flame's 2nd. If he does it here. And Horizon, Flame messes up, gets stuck, falls to 2nd. Horizon is up in the lead. As it's still a battle between the 2. Flame can catch up as we do need the final few turns of this race. Horizon takes what looks to be a faster path through that split. As Horizon goes for the finish line, and Horizon will win race 7. Flame, another medal for them in silver, and Moss back-to-back medals, getting 3rd in this race. Lemon in 4th, I think for 2nd time this season. Naomi, Explosion, Pride, Supernova, Electric there. So, marbles like that. Sting tied. A 1-point finish here. That will change the game for a lot of marbles. Oh, Current. Oh, Woody too. Woody was, I think, leading this race at one point. And Dragon both stuck there. Dragon was also up there, I think, at one point too. But that was one intense race. That Horizon and Flame duel. So that for most of the race, that was crazy. But some familiar faces on this podium that you'll be seeing. As we see, this is going to be crazy going to the final. Tied, your championship leader by 13 points is beyond way less points. There's your podium for this race. Horizon, first medal of the season, and it's gold. What was due to championship? Ooh, the top 11, which is actually a big number, still had the eligibility to win. Tied still has that lead to him, but Moss and Pride are also up there to possibly take the championship over Tide. Heart is also up there as well. Flame moves up to 5th after that silver. Comet, Soul, Explosion, Whitey, marbles like that still with eligibility. Sting is in yellow. He can't win, but still has the eligibility to make the top 3 by the end of this season. As we only have 1 race left in the season, we'll be seeing you in the finale. After a brutal first 7 races, we are now here for the final race, race 8 of the I.C.U. This track is split into 6 different segments, each being a different color. Also some referencing some older tracks as well. But right now, this finale track is one of the most intense we've seen, with also an intense final standings, with mainly to be shown a really close top four. The top four right now are 10 points away from each other, but other than that, every other marble behind the top four that can win those 5th through 11th all need at minimum a medal to do so. So this is going to be an intense finale. Any marble still eligible to win it, it really comes mainly actually down to Tide. If Tide can't do enough in this final race, any marble has the shot to just snipe him and take the win in the season. Tide is at his weakest point since around race 4, where he did have the lead at that one point. His Tide has actually had the lead nearly for half this season. As our final races lineup is off, and we are off. Tide starts in last. That's insane. Goes up a few spots though. Flame starts in the lead. Flame, if he wins this and Tide finishes that low, Flame could beat Tide. Sting, a marble uneligible to win, still eligible for the overall podium, though in second. Second could actually make that happen. But Flame right now, still in second. Or Cloud made a, as you see right now, that little curvy section, more of a shortcut move, if you can take that. Sting is right now actually up front. Winning this race could give Sting an overall podium out of absolutely nowhere. Whitey, a marble eligible to win this season, needs at least a silver, though, to do so probably. Pride, one of the big marbles eligible to win, up in third. Dragon moves up there. Dragon eligible for a win, but again, it's pretty low. Whitey, though, in the lead. I think right now, Whitey would win the season. So you go into this big split section. Marbles will be separated for a long time in this part of the track. As what can we see? Sting making a good move on his side, but again, like, kind of loses it after. Sting actually falls down so many spots because of that. Whitey, though, in the lead over Dragon. Soul is also up there too. Supernova, uneligible to even podium, one of those down there marbles, but is up there. Tide up there, and I think that, like, around bottom 5, not getting many points so far is Tide. Right now, it's Dragon who takes it in this very slower section and more safe. Can still see a lot of overtakes happen, but this one, oh, Pride, what happened to Pride? Pride at one point at a podium spot falls down to around 13th. Right now, I think it might still be a Tide victory, even though he's way down there. As Supernova, he keeps leading right now. Dragon, that second place, I don't know if that would be enough to win the season. Sting, though, making second, though. Sting, second, maybe not might make an overall podium, but still he gives Sting a really good around top 5, top 6 maybe finish. As you see, it's a big battle right there between the top 5. Naomi Comet, another big championship contender up there. As you see, the best of the real championship contenders right now is Pride, who is midfield. The others are really flopping here in the end of this season. As we still only have one section after, by the way, if you couldn't tell. After this orange section, it's red, and that's his season, everybody. As right now, we're really more focusing on mid-pack, especially Pride there, who is around in 8th. But we still have a little bit left of this track to go in the final section of the season. Sting and Supernova are the main top 2 battling now. Neither of them can win. But Stinger has a shot at the podium. A gold could easily do it for Sting. Silver might make it possible, but it'll take a bit more luck from him. As we near the final corners of the season, no other marble really is up there except Whitey, but it's over for him as he misses the podium. Supernova, Sting, and Dragon make it onto the on the podium for this race. As you see, I think Pride is finishing up in 11th, as any other championship contender can't do better. I think it might have been done. Oh, Hard just lost 3 points there. My goodness, what are these marbles doing? Many of the championship contenders, Hard, Pride, and Moss, had a good shot of a championship. Pride was at one point in the top 3, falls down to 11th by the end of the race, but Tide somehow with 18th, and also every marble finished this race. I believe Tide is your I.C.U. Algodoo Marble Rally champion. As we see there, Supernova, Sting, and Dragon on the podium for this race, but that podium will also be used for the overall podium. Let's see how this season ends. We see there Cloud, Lemon, Dottie there. Oh, Dottie was at one point leading the standings down there in 18th. This is an order of the standings, by the way. Horizon, Woody, Current, Electric, Flame, Dragon, Supernova, who just won the race, which was a pretty impressive win, by the way. Explosion, Heart falls off the podium. Soul, Whitey, Naomi, Comet in 4th. That is Sting. That silver was not enough. But what is the overall podium? In third overall, after a great climb the past second half of the season, Moss makes third overall. In second place, Pride with a great run of 3 bronzes, and your I.C.U Season 1 champion, Tide. After a great run in the second half, Tide has officially won the first season of I.C.U. Tide, only winning by 1 point. Pride could have gotten just 1 more point in this race, and it would have been done. Moss making the overall podium as well, but we see down there Cloud. Not a good run from them, but wow, what a season this was. Thank you all for watching the first season of this new tournament. And well, we'll have to move on to something else after this.